Hi, Amy. How you doing again? What's going on with you?
Not bad, not bad. Allow me. How's it going?
I'm okay. So another one that we're going to be looking at now um,
Which
is
one?
this story. You know me, I like to troll Joro Lumofi. I like Joro's page.
Mm.
I just love Joro's page
Is
because
is provided a lot of good content for us on this on our
Joro,
platform. So
I did Joro Lumofi. So enough respect to Joro Lumofi and your Instagram page. More shoes, bro. Your content is gold. Your people that send you comments are just gold. Your followers are just gold. They send you some of the like, some of it is so ridiculous.
creative.
So I want to read
Mm.
this one. And it
Okay.
says, Hello Joro. I mistakenly sent 250,000 to her mother, yes, instead of 25,000. And she has not sent my money back since Tuesday last week. Hi Joro. My girlfriend and I have no issues. I love her and I want to marry her, but now I don't know anymore. I mistakenly sent her mother 250,000 instead of 25K. I was distracted at work that day. Mind you, I sent her mother 50K last month for her birthday. I am working on a business and I need all the funds I can get at the moment. I told my girlfriend to talk to her mother, which she did, but her mother doesn't want to answer. Should I forget the money? I just feel like her mother is being irresponsible. She's dodging me. Her mother is always lying. She will say she's not on WhatsApp, but from her last scene, I can see when she was last online. Anything I do can spoil my relationship. My sister said my girlfriend is in on it. I don't believe so. It wasn't planned. How do I get my 250K? Please advise me. You hear me? Please advise.
Can you go back to the first page, please?
Sure, I can.
So, hi Joro, he says, my girlfriend and I have no issues. Your girlfriend and you have issues. You have financial issues. So that's the first.
Plenty
That's the first thing.
integrity issues.
That's the first thing. So while that is out of the way, why is the bank not involved in this issue? There's a policy and there's a process when you mistakenly send money to people. I think you should also get the bank involved in this to try and see how you can um, get your money back. It's a long shot, right? So you've approached the mom and the mom is blanking you. She's going to blank you now. She's going to term that 250K under the
Sarah
auspices of
money.
Onje Omo. But the problem is that you're not an Omo at the moment because you've not married her daughter. So she's seeing it as seed capital. You know what they call seed capital in finances? When you put just domicile, just wet the ground. That's what she's going to. She has accepted that money. She has also blessed you in her head. She has also taken the money to altar. She has even paid tithe from the money. And you expect her to give you that money back. Come on, stop it. That money is gone. I don't know what Laomi's thoughts are on, but for me,
Yeah,
that
so
money is gone. And your sister saying that mommy is in on it. Listen to your sister. I think you're into your feelings. I think you don't want to believe that mommy is ignoring you, but she's ignoring you because, like you said, you saw her lost online. So you have your own evidence on this one. So I think that money is gone. I'll be very surprised if the money were to come back. I'll be very, very, very surprised. And the more you push it, your girlfriend is going to key for you. How do you know she doesn't have a cut in this transaction? Brother, brother, allow me to take this one away.
for all my being liberal, I also have some very strong opinions, right? See, the money is gone, all right, but your relationship is gone too. If you know what's good for you, they've shown you sign. All right, this is a dodgy family. Look, okay, I'll start from the very beginning.
You made a mistake.
I
You made a
I
mistake.
struggle with you are giving your girlfriend's mother money.
Why?
And this is how people put themselves in trouble. You're not married to someone and you're already carrying their financial burdens. It was her mom's
It's
birthday. Sent her
problematic.
50. That's great. Sent her mother birthday
Yeah.
money. That's great.
Yeah.
Now you're sending her mother 25,000 naira. Is her mother on an allowance?
Hmm.
And the mother is accepting your money without shame.
Hmm.
And then you sent money, you sent too much money accidentally. And the mother is happy to not return your money to you.
Or even acknowledge your messages.
That's part of it, because she doesn't want to return the money. So she's
not going to return the money.
basically dodging you. She's basically a debtor, Onigbese, that owes you money and is dodging you because they don't want to pay you money.
Mhm.
They don't want to repay you. I tell younger people this thing. You will never know if a woman loves you if from the get-go of that relationship, you're throwing money at her. So you meet a girl that you want to date, and the first thing you're doing is throwing money at her. I want her to like me. So you start, look, I buy flowers, I buy gifts. That's being thoughtful, being romantic. And I'm just throwing money. I'm basically just throwing money at her. So I'm trying to buy her affections. You set a precedent because you will never know if it was the money she was attracted to or your personality. Was it love or was it financial? Was she interested in you or what you brought to the table? And you are never going to know, because you know something? You came to the table with, you were flashing cash. And the girl fell in love with the man that's flashing cash at her. Kashogi. Now, you flash cash to the point where it's now normal to give her mother money. So I can't imagine what this guy is giving his girlfriend. I'm not saying be stingy. I'm not saying be stingy to your girlfriend. I'm not saying be mean.
No. Yeah.
But there's gifts and there's just throwing money at someone to buy their affection. And I say to my aburos all the time, when you meet a woman and you get to know her, there's taking you to dinners and restaurants and whatever it is. But why are you going to break your bank to impress some girl? Are you going to destroy your finances and put yourself out on a limb to impress her?
Yeah.
But what you should be impressing her is your personality, your prudence,
who you are,
your ability to manage who you are. And part of who you are is your ability to manage your resources. Your being able to be prudent with your resources should actually be a quality that your woman should treasure. So when you've met this person and what you're doing is flashing cash, throwing money at her, and then let's look, you're rich, you're wealthy, you can afford it. So you're doing it because you can afford it. I can afford it. But what happens if something happens down the line? You lose your job, or business
life
is
happens.
bad.
Life happens,
or you fall ill and you're not able to do those things anymore. Is that woman going to stay true to you? Because was she ever true to you or to the things you brought to the table? And guys do this all the time. You're trying to impress a woman, trying to woo a woman. And your A game is your cash. I want to show I'm a good provider. So you're throwing money at her, taking her to restaurants that you probably, even if you can afford it. You remember the movie Coming to America?
Yes.
When the guy says, I want a woman to love me
Zamunda.
for who I am, not for what I am. You might say those are extreme measures. But that's a man who seemed to have his head in the right place. I am
Yes.
not going to buy your love. I don't want to be with you if I can buy your affections. And I hear, I mean, I saw a few stories today, and maybe we'll discuss a couple of them. And the theme was the same. It's girls saying he's generous or he's stingy. So guys that they're in relationships with, he's generous, he gives me money. So this is what he's generous. Or he's stingy, doesn't give me money. And you'll find that these days, when someone's talking about, when you see these stories on Journal on social media, in the first 5 sentences where a woman is describing her boyfriend, she says, he gives me money. He satisfies me financially. He buys me gifts. He buys me phone. He buys me bone straight wigs. He buys me this. He buys me that. It has become a criteria, a dating criteria now.
Money.
You must bring money to the table.
Yeah.
You must dash me money. You must spend money on me. That means that guy has no chance with you if he's not bringing cash to you. If he's not flashing cash, he's got no hope with you. Then you
Not a
complain
hope in hell.
when guys say all women are materialistic. Then you complain. When guys say women are materialistic, you start complaining. Materialistic. I just like wigs.
But what was the data saying? Anecdotal and overall. What's the data saying? I mean, like you said, what's the data saying? You're saying almost every message or every story you see, money is like in the beginning, money is an issue.
It's there. It's there, Yemi. Every story, if I'd say 70-75% of stories you read, and we can do a quick scan now of the inbox, and you see it. It's but he spends. He's this, but he's a cheat, but he spends money on me. Or he's a cheat and he's stingy. He spends money on me, satisfies me financially. He does this, there's money, there's money, there's money, there's money. Guys, what are you doing? So you meet to go, you've spent, all you've done is throw money at her. From day one, it's about you're flashing cash, you're doing all that, you're doing the most financially. When is she going to fall in love with the real you? When is she going to know the real you? Yeah, man, over to you. Let's hear you.
No. I mean, I don't.
The conversation.
No. Talk. We're here. We're both here to talk. So for me, I'm on tour with what you said. Guys, don't lead with money. Yes, money is part of the. Money is not you. Money is part of the resources that you have at your disposal, of which money is one of those resources. Your personality is a resource. Your spirituality is a resource. Your leadership is a resource. Your, what do you call your sentimental side is a resource. Your stoicism is a resource. Your ability to lead, your ability to direct, your ability to be someone that a woman can count on is there. So it's not just money, but when you lead with money, all these other parts of you now become secondary. So you've actually started the relationship on a financial basis, on a transactional basis. And because it's normalized, doesn't mean you have to do it. At the end of the day, it still boils down to a choice. It boils down to a choice. So I agree with what Alawami said. It's crazy. The times we live in are very, very crazy. But I think on this particular one, this guy has led with money. Let's even assume that it was even 25,000, and it came back to him. It didn't come back to him. There was no issue. Clearly, this man doesn't seem to be someone that can even afford to be even given these kinds of gifts, financial gifts. Right. So what now happens when he marries? He's already putting a lot of pressure on himself, financial pressure. He's taking care of his wife. He's going to take care of their unborn children, or when they come, he's going to take care of them to the best of his abilities. He's already taking care of the mom. Is he going to stop doing the 25,000, 50,000? So if he's not able to now do that long term, he's going to put himself under a lot of pressure. So it still boils down to the way he's led in the beginning, and what he's leading with is money. I'm not saying money is not important too. it's what makes the world go round, which is a saying, and it's not a saying I can argue with. But when you lead with money, you're telling her, you're sending signals to her brain. Ding, 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 ding. See, guys, there are women, some women, because you still don't have that personality they're looking for, that would like another guy even while you're leading with money. Why? Because you don't have the
Yeah,
personality. You don't have any other thing to add apart from money.
yeah.
So money can be used as a vehicle alongside, as Olaume said, the real you. But when you lead with money,
Hmm.
it can cause issues. And this particular story, yes, we don't think you're going to get the money back. In fact, I'll be very surprised if that money came back. And like Olaume said as well,
Money is not coming
this
back.
is not coming back, and the relationship is pretty much gone
Nope.
at this
The
point.
mother
But
has.
yeah, that's
I
the
mean, the mother has no integrity. Look, somebody
none.
sends you money by accident.
And you know what? The girlfriend hasn't called her mom out from the way the
Yes,
way you read the
his
story to
family.
say
His family. Look,
this is
they have a
this is
family problem.
unacceptable. Return this money. Return this money. It's wrong.
Should the
But we will hold the
daughter
guy
have even
accountable on
tell?
this
So
point.
what
Yeah.
values? Yeah, I mean, what
Yeah.
values has the mother imparted on her daughter? If the mother will hold somebody else's money and not
Not return
feel
it.
compelled to return it immediately, what values is this woman teaching her child?
And you know what? It's not even if it was a case that the guy did not reach out now. The mom is well in her rights to say, I thought maybe you wanted to bless me extra for this month to pay. Ọlọ́run Adema, Ilé-iṣẹ́ ò ní jóná, as they say in Yoruba. Your
So did
businesses
the
will
mother call
never
him to thank him?
catch fire.
Did the mother call him to thank him?
From the story, it doesn't appear to be. It doesn't appear so. Because if she had, and that's a fantastic point. I didn't even think about it. Wow, great, allow me. If she had, the guy would have said, should have said, "Oh, I saw the money you sent me." Then he would have been in a situation to say, actually, mommy, in as much as I won't like to send you money, there's a mistake. Oh, I added an extra zero by mistake, and I have a transaction I want to do.
I want my money back. I shouldn't have to explain to you why I want my
Shall
money
I?
back.
You're right.
Ma,
You're right.
ma,
Yeah.
I'm very sorry. I meant to send you 25,000
And it's
naira.
not
I
it's not
added
even a
extra zero.
mother-in-law, man.
I
It's just
apologize. I'm sorry.
entitlement.
Can you
Allow
please
me.
send the money back?
Do you think there's entitlement going on as well? Big time
Yes,
entitlement.
entitlement and lack of integrity. That woman has no values. I don't know what
None.
value she's passed on to her child. Because
No,
you
we
lead
know,
by
we know,
example.
we know, and that's why I think that's why the sister said this thing is a collision effort. This is a collision. The both of them are colluding.
Yeah.
That's why the sister said that. But you
I,
could see, I mean,
I,
at the
I,
end of the story, look at what he said now. The guy doesn't even believe. He doesn't even
and
believe.
he's
So
asking, should I don't want to lose my relationship? Should
he's
I?
in love. He's
Guy,
in
break up
love.
with that woman. Break up with
He's
that
in
woman.
love. You know that kind of love that you just play with violin. It's until the music stops that you be
Let me
like,
chant.
what's going on here?
See, that guy is setting himself up for a lifetime of pain. Now you're dealing with a materialistic, let's face it, he's a mark to
It's not
them. You
it's
can
not
imagine
it's
what the
not
mother is telling her
sustainable.
child. Oh, the mother is telling her child, oh, take as much as you can get from this guy. That mother is not telling her daughter that don't take his money. Oh. So whereas some women are telling their children, don't be independent and don't let this guy think you're only after him for his money. In fact, some women are saying to you, why is your boyfriend sending me money? Why is your boyfriend sending me money? What for?
It's
It's a
not
different
even
case if you
man now.
bought a gift. If you bought a gift, so birthday, I would think. So I'm trying to put myself in that position. If you bought the woman a gift, so Clearly, these guys are not particularly financially buoyant, the wife's family, clearly. And they have
No,
no
clearly,
pride.
that's yeah. They don't have pride.
But they have no pride. They have no pride.
Mm. Benny.
So I might not have money, but I should have my dignity, my pride. A certain degree of dignity. Somebody sends me money by accident. I must have dignity and integrity. And dignity is what stops me. Dignity is saying this is beneath me to keep this guy's money. This guy is my daughter's boyfriend.
She should have returned
It
that
is
money. The mom
beneath
should
me
have
to
returned
do
that
this.
money.
Because of money, because of how much money. And the guy is asking, what should I do? Guy, leave.
Leave.
You marry that woman.
Yeah.
You marry that woman.
It's gonna get
become
worse.
the family ATM.
Yes.
And
You
God
become the
forbid you have
family
a
ATM.
problem. God forbid you have a problem. Can you rely on
They're
that
not going to
money?
support you. They're not going to support you.
No. Wherever that money is coming from, if he has a financial challenge tomorrow and he's not able to keep it.
Wait, you said about you. And they make a guy you here.
Providing for them, that woman is gone. Why?
Yep. Absolutely.
So, my brother, my advice to you would be you don't have a wife yet. Your wife has not, your girlfriend has no integrity because her mother has no integrity. Otherwise, I would have fought my mother for the next, look, it would be a family quarrel. That somebody sent you money by accident and you refuse to return it. There will be a quarrel. Amaja. Because you're embarrassing me in front of my boyfriend. And if you should tell his family what's going on, then what impression will his family have about us as a family? Because of your greed?
You've made a lot of salient points. Fantastic points, actually.
It's irresponsible of that woman. It's dishonest of that woman. And guy, somebody has shown you from the door their true character, and you're still asking, is that what they're like? Guy, don't be foolish. You marry that woman.
No, I think it's just probably looking for a prod, and I hope you've heard, or somebody can send it to him, or whoever that person, or learn from. Yeah.
Shout out to Dino Melai. Because Yani now, you now have a financial challenge, and you cannot provide for that woman. The woman will be telling her daughter that leave that guy, he's broke, can't do anything for you anymore. Because all they ever saw you as was an ATM.
Exactly. And it's linked to what we said earlier. So men, we're going to repeat what we said. Do not lead with money. No matter how much you have or how much you think it's gotten you success in the past, especially if you're looking for long-term relationship that leads to marriage.
Before we go on, I want to appeal to all our viewers to please like this video. If you haven't done so already, please like this video. Please leave us a comment telling us what you think about our content. And please subscribe to this channel. And if you like what we're talking about, please share us. Share us in your WhatsApp. Share us in your WhatsApp groups. Share us in your Signal groups. Share us wherever it is you share on your. Just let people know about us and leave us your comments. We're at twogrownmen@gmail.com. Please holler at us and please show us your support. Yemi,
thank you so much.
Back to what you were saying.
So just rounding up. Really, nothing else to add from my part.
Okay, I'm going to take one more question before we leave.
Okay,
one more issue before we leave. Look at this one. I bought her a Techno phone worth 105,000. Well, I bought her a phone worth 105,000 naira, and she cheated on me. I had to save and eat Gary and honey. Uncle Joro, I like this girl in my department. We have been dating for 2 months. We have not had sex, just kissing and dry humps. She won't let me have sex, but I was hoping after the phone she will allow me. I heard from her sister who is in her hostel. I heard from my sister who is in her hostel, that she went and spent Thursday to Saturday in Thursday to Sunday in a guy's house. Please advise. I feel like collecting my phone back. I still have the receipt. I can sell it and collect my money back. Should I continue? Maybe she would allow me have the sex. Will she have sex? Why would she have sex with another guy? She uses an iPhone. She one most beautiful girl. I like her so much. You hear me? This boy is a student.
This guy and the guy in our previous video, are they in the same WhatsApp group?
They are cousins. They are cousins. Because I don't understand it.
The guy doesn't have sense.
Come on. This guy is a student.
Hmm.
He can't afford it. But you've gone to make yourself broke to buy a phone for a girl who already has an expensive phone that some man from town probably bought for her. I mean, like, come on, look at it. So he's trying to buy her affection by buying a phone.
Mhm.
So you buy her a phone, she has sex with you. Okay, great. When do you stop? Now you've set a precedent. It's now about what you spend. I mean, come on. And this is what the people of this, how old is this guy? He's probably university. This is what
Maybe
we're
early
doing.
20s. Maybe early 20s.
Let me read the comments. Let me read the comments for you. Says, you are a professional fool. Stop buying things and finding hungry girls. I can bet you have never bought a phone for your own mother, but you can buy for an obvious farm tool. Women make rules for guys they don't like and break rules for guys they do. If she is repulsed at the idea of kissing or having sex with you, what other evidence do you need to know that she's not into you? Another one says, she has iPhone, and so why did you buy her an Android? So all that is in your brain is sex. So after that, then what? Kindly get your priorities right, little boy. Face your books and get good grades. Someone says, I don't know if it is wisdom that is far from you, or you that are the one that's far from wisdom. I just know you and wisdom are far apart. I mean, Yemi. Then one girl says, can we at least have someone out there who can truthfully help you without asking for knacks? Do they still exist in this country? See, she has a valid point that she's saying, are there people who will help you without expecting you to have sex with them? But this guy, in this case, this guy is trying to be her boyfriend.
It's linked
And
to
he
the
thinks the way to
previous.
go about it,
It's linked to the
it
previous
is by buying her. It's linked to the
video.
previous one. The only way to
He's trying
make
to
a girl
buy.
like
It's
is by
leading
spending your
with money. Yeah, it's leading with money.
Money that you don't have. He doesn't have the money. It's not like he has the money anywhere. If you at least have the money, it's okay. I have the money. I can afford it. This guy can't afford. He's drinking Gary and honey. I never heard of Gary and honey before. Gary and honey.
At least it's not, bro. It's not rock bottom.
Well, fair enough. It's not sugar. It's not Gary without sugar, right? But again, it's the same thing like we said before. You're leading with money. What you're doing is chasing material girls.
Yeah.
You're simply chasing materialistic girls and showing them that you have no substance other than the money in your pocket.
Yep.
And if a woman will not date you because you're broke and unable to provide the good things, and she's only going to date you because you have money, I'm not saying a woman shouldn't have standards, but there's standards and there's this. Run. Over to you, Yemi.
Yeah, no, face your studies. A couple of concerning things here for me. She's not into you. That's number one. Number two, she won the most beautiful girl. She's in her prime.
Clap for yourself.
She's in her prime, right? So she's going to get a lot of attention, right? You don't be surprised that your gift pales in comparison to
the gift she's collecting. Yep.
But to you, it's such a big deal. So that's why you should not. That's another reason why you shouldn't lead with money. So she's not into you. You've been dating for a couple of times. She does not want to. She doesn't like you that way. So you need to cut your losses at this point, and move on. Move on with your education. Be the best version that you can, and try to find somebody at the right time to date without leading with money. As for your 105,000 or
Sarah,
for your phone, you're free to
charge that
ask
to
her,
the game.
ask her for it back. But I think, I'm just going to give you one small tip. Should I give him this tip?
Please do. You're a grown man. What do you have to lose?
Tell her you want to
Drop
borrow
20.
the phone. Tell her you want to borrow the phone. Want to borrow the phone. That there's one new update. There's one new update you want to install on the phone. Don't come back at me, if it doesn't work. That is the only way you can collect that phone. If you ask her, she will drag you. Drag it. And university dragging is the worst one. If you're in year one, let me finish. Let me talk my shit. If you're in year one, if they drag you, it will be until final year that dragging will end. It's not like in the real world. Also, in the real world now, so if you drag us, we'll just not read the comment section. But you see, university, they will drag you year 1, year 2, year 3. That guy that collected phone back. So for me, joking aside, you might have to let the phone go. You don't have to let the phone. I know it's painful, but if you insist that you want to collect the phone back, you can ask her. She can politely tell you no, that you got it for her as a gift, and you have to cut your losses on this one. And you can also, if you want to test to see if she really likes you, also stay away from her for a bit. Don't call her. Don't communicate. Let's see if she'll look for you. Let's see. You said she went to spend the 3 days in a guy's house. That's already her telling you that she prefers that guy to you. So she's already telling you that you are not that guy. So as a guy, I think you just need to move on this one and cut your losses. That sometimes in life you have to cut your losses. Not consistently trying to beat that horse. And sometimes you just have to cut your losses. So I think on this one, joking aside, you have to cut your losses and call it a day. And like we said earlier, focus on your education and you'll eventually find somebody. And when you do, guy, she does not have to be the most beautiful girl. Do you know what? Beauty fades. I'm going to repeat it again. Beauty fades. I'm not going to mention anybody, but I know women that were hot when we were in the 90s, that we watched Black American. In fact, at some point, Lome, I don't know about you, but at some point in Nigeria, we didn't even think that Nigerian women were fine. It was all these Black American women we used to watch in all these sitcoms and all these series and all these movies, all the Black American movies, Set It Off and all these films.
The Latina women.
The guys get older, they age, they're not as good looking. The women get older, they age, they're not as beautiful. So don't let beauty be your only, because that's what I'm really getting from this particular message, that she won the most beautiful girl. So for you, that's probably like a badge of honor with the most beautiful girl on campus. And trust me, you're not the only person who finds that woman beautiful. And even for your own mental health, do you really want to be playing this game? Like the game you're playing with the techno. Today's techno, tomorrow it was her birthday, you bought her cake, but somebody else took her to the Maldives. No, took her to the Maldives. How do you compete? You just be stressing yourself for nothing.
Somebody gave her iPhone.
These are the issues. So on this note,
I will say I will say one thing.
Right, go ahead.
And it's an adage you read everywhere. They say you can lose money chasing women. You can never lose women chasing money.
Nope, never.
Aburo, face your book.
Yeah.
Face whatever it is you do well. If you're in the academic line, face your books. If you're already in the business line, face your business.
Business, yeah.
Succeed, and you will have your choice of women. There are some who will not like you because they don't like you. But those who are going to like, the ones who are material, the material ones you're looking for, they'll be plenty. They'll come after you.
If that is what you want to do.
Honey. That's what you want.
If that's what you want, if these the material girls you want, or the most beautiful girls.
I always get irritated when I hear a guy complain about how she only likes me for my money. Okay. But the first thing you showed her when you were trying to date her was your money.
Yeah.
So you're now upset that this person took you exactly how you presented yourself, which is I'm a money bag. I mean, why are you upset?
Yeah. No,
I think it's ridiculous.
I think that's fair.
It's silly. It's really silly. You lead with money, and then you break up. So this guy can't afford you. Now break up. Is he going to ask her his phone back? Then it's already made it transactional. I buy her a phone. She'll have sex with me.
He's made it transactional from the second part of that message.
I don't like materialistic girls. But all you're doing is throwing money at this girl. So how would you ever know if she really likes you for who you are? And
if you're new to,
they've normalized it. They've normalized this kind of thing. You were saying?
No, I was just going to say, if you're new to our channel, please subscribe. Please like this content and share to as many people as possible. We'll aim to drop new content as often as we can. Send us an email at twogrownmen@gmail.com. Also available on X, Instagram, and just those two.
Gmail. Send us an email.
And Gmail. Yeah.
twogrownmen@gmail.com.
I think we've done this one justice.
I think
we've done it justice.
I think we should call it.
We're gonna call this video short, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for watching us. Thank you for your time. We appreciate you. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, leave us a comment, and share this video with your friends. Dalu.
Cheers.
Nago Mungode. We thank you. Mungode. We thank you. Thank you very much.